right, welcome everybody. Um, wow, that was a pain in the butt. All right, so I don't know what that was, but um, I could not go live. That was crazy. Welcome everybody. How's everyone doing? I just want to say good morning. It is Sunday, February 2nd, 2025, and it is 6:04 because we couldn't go live this morning on time. I just want to confirm this is working. Like I said, it is just me. Um, and I want to make sure that you can hear me. God, I do not know what I'm doing. So, good Lord, you can hear me. I don't even know if this is working. Is this working? Well, you can hear me. You could definitely. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Gosh. All right, guys. Again, sorry. We are definitely live. Welcome back to the channel. All right. In our series, Finding the Right Contractors, in video one, we gave a brief description of what we're trying to do here and basically help people navigate contractor hiring processes, right? I know we've all been there. It's very common. We've gotten screwed over by a contractor, or we just don't know what to do. Do we need a permit? Um, you know, it's common questions. Do you pay deposits? When do you pay? What if something's not right? So this is what this series is dedicated to help educate the public. So here we go. We're gonna go with video two. Okay. I love this. Love my little that thing here. So all right. So what we're gonna cover in this one. One, I am not a lawyer. Okay. Contracting licensing laws, permitting, lien laws, insurance laws, OSHA laws, recovery fund, things like that. Things that you might not even be aware of, or how you might be aware of, and just how to go about navigating them. So that's what we're going to go over. All right. This is not legal advice. I'm not a lawyer, just an electrician in my fields about crappy contractors who take advantage of the public with an extra time on my hands, okay? That's it. So, I just want to let you know that if you need a lawyer, hire a lawyer. Okay? Let me just. I don't know if this is down or that's down. I don't know. I think I hear an echo, but okay. Not a lawyer. If you need legal advice, get it from ChatGTP, like the rest of us, or hire a lawyer. I am using my 25 plus years in the industry to give the best information I can. Like we went over before. Um, got multiple construction licenses, multiple building inspectors licenses. Um, been a contractor for 12 years, the same company, and been a electrician for, um, you know, 25 years. I don't even know, 25 years plus. And luckily for me, when I first got hired, I was trained by, guys like, you know, Paulie and Nick that they do things right, which was important in my life. To make sure that we're not cutting corners, um, not harming anybody, because we know this in our field, electricity, it can harm people. So, all right, section one: why understanding contracting laws are important. Okay, so the laws that are set up by the state protects homeowners and contractors. The laws set clear guidelines to protect both parties and help prevent disputes. Okay, we want everything, the state wants everything to go smoothly. That's why they have the rules in place. Okay, ensures quality of work. Florida's regulations are designed to promote safe, high quality construction practices. Okay, that's the intent. That's why they want to do it. Okay, avoids legal pitfalls. Understanding the laws help you avoid common legal issues that could delay or derail your projects. Nobody wants to get into a legal battle with a contractor or the state for that matter or the city. You don't pull a permit, next thing you know, code enforcement gets called and you're stuck doing all this other stuff because the parties involved didn't understand the rules, right? And the city got upset. So this is why it's important. That's why the laws are there for Florida. Okay, because and then a lot of that, it's just a misunderstanding. Most disputes for you get into it with a contractor, and this goes for the contractors that are watching too. For you contractors out there, having a good estimate, but not only estimate, but contract before you start um, a project. We're gonna do a section on that, but can alleviate a lot of questions um, and concerns right up front. Things like what's included, what's not included, things that might come up that the contractor isn't aware of or can't possibly be aware of that might come up that you need to be aware of, that homeowners need to be aware of. Things like pay schedules. Hey, this is when I expect to get paid. Change orders and how they're going. All these things should be done up front. That's why, there's laws in the state to do that. Okay, we're going to go over licensing. Okay, first up, in Florida, most contractors must be properly licensed. And here's what, you need to know. Mandatory licensing. Contractors are required to have a license issued by the Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation, or DBPR. This ensures that they have met the necessary education, experience, and testing requirements. I want we're going to go over this. We're going to do the next video is going to be in depth on what scopes needs to have licensed and what scopes do not when dealing with the public, okay? The general public and verifications. Homeowners always verify a contractor's license on the My Florida License website. This helps confirm that the contractor is in good standing and has the proper credentials for your project. So if you don't know about it, so we could just click on it here. I don't know what's going to happen. This is a live video, so bear with me. Okay, it's going to bring up the DBPR website. Here's the DBPR website. This is how you verify a license. Okay? But here's another thing. We need to educate, I want to educate the public on what type of contractor needs to have a license. But that's a little tricky. It's not based on the contractor as much it is the work that they're doing. The work that contractor is doing will determine what license they are required to have. So we're going to get into that a little bit, when we go over this section, okay? Because there's a lot of different things. I'm doing my motions, okay? You know what? And I need to record this. So there's a lot of different things that don't require a license, but when they start out, but then all of a sudden it turns into maybe moving an electrical outlet, or oh, we had to move a water line, or oh, this window is leaking, there's stucco, things like that are required. But we're going to get into that. So, okay. Now, if your contractor education, experience, and testing, or if these things are important to you, I would definitely hire a licensed contractor. Okay, let's go to the next one. Section 3, the importance of written contracts. Okay, next we're going to talk about contracts. In Florida, written contracts aren't just a good idea, they're a legal requirement for many projects. So when it's required, so if you're doing work in Florida, just any project exceeding $500 must have a written contract. This protects both parties by clearly outlining the project. So I want you contractors to know this. And here's the, for you homeowners too. If you go into if you go into uh, a situation or a contract with somebody doing work at your house, and they know if it's not a written contract, guess what? You don't have to pay them. The state won't see it. So for you contractors out there, if you get into a situation where you're doing a project more than $500 and it's just word of mouth, there's a chance that the owner, won't have to pay you because it's not legal, right? So this is important on writing contracts. And plus, too, for the contractors, this alleviates a lot of issues, right? Because in that contract, not only do you stipulate what's included and what's not included, but you can also put some stuff in there that things that might come up. Hey, these have come up in other situations like this, so we're going to look out for them. I didn't include them, uh, but if they come up, they're going to be extra. Or, hey, I included these projects. That's why, my skills and knowledge, um, and my price is a little higher. You're paying for these because these are the common things that come up. This is what we're accounting for, and things like that. So, for those contractors that demand a good price for their work, having a good contract could make customers feel comfortable while paying those higher premiums, right? And then things like pay schedule. When do I expect to get paid? This, and this. Change orders. Here's how the change orders are going to work. We're not going to do them, uh, you know, or we are going to do them and expect to get paid, but all those things written out in front. Say, hey, when we're done with this portion, you're um, you're going to pay me this amount, and if you don't, um, it's going to go there. Man, is my oh man, are you kidding me? Hold on. Let me. I'll be right back. Technical difficulties. Doot 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 doot. Okay. Wow, my camera is not liking that. Having camera difficulties, guys. Start OBS virtual camera. So we're gonna turn my camera off. So just bear with me. Um, hold on. Okay, there we go. All right. Again, I apologize for that. We're just going to turn my camera off. Let me just check to make sure we're still live. And let's see. Yeah, my camera went crazy. So you can't see my beautiful face. So we got some technical stuff. OBS just did a update. It's the platform that I'm using, and for whatever reason, it decided to nuke my camera. Maybe because my camera was on all night by mistake. Okay, so we're gonna go over that. Okay, so homeowners too. You got a guy that you got a that doing work at your house for more than $500, and you don't have a written contract. You don't have to pay him. He has no legal standing because you guys aren't doing it's not legally binding. So if he takes you to court, hey man, right there. So you guys, you contractors need to be wary. It's more favorable. I'd say it's pretty 50-50. But, if a contractor does certain things, the favor's in the contractor's hand. It's mostly that, but you got to be doing these things. Key elements. Your contract should include scope of work, payment schedules, project timelines, materials to be used, and procedures for handling changes or disputes. Okay? Very important. Avoid upfront payments. Be cautious with upfront payments. Florida law and industry best practice advise against paying 100% upfront. Instead, tie payments to project milestones. Now, I am a contractor. I've been in business for since 2012. We require a deposit because let me tell you, there's so many flaky homeowners in there that, oh, okay, yeah, let's get started. A week later, you got the permit, you're ready to go. Oh, I hired someone else. Okay, so we don't do work without a deposit. And that deposit is 30 to 50%. And let me tell you, one of the reasons why. One's for that one. It protects you. That homeowner agrees to it. Okay, put your money where your mouth is, and you're gonna pay me 30%. And 30% will cover probably most of the project's materials, right? So if look, as a contractor, the owner screws us and doesn't pay us anymore, at least we don't have to pay we don't cover the materials. Um, but if it's a 50%, if it's like $1,000, $2,000, $4,000 job, 50% up front, 50% when we get a final inspection or the job is complete and it comes with a 1-year warranty. Okay? Never pay a contractor 100% until you're both happy. Okay? Especially if they're unlicensed. If you pay an unlicensed contractor, the chances of 100% before they're done or before you're satisfied, the chances of you getting any help is slim to none. Okay, so I want to put that's really important. Don't pay 100% until the work is done. And that means for permitted work, you have a final inspection. Okay? Final inspection, and you've gone over everything. All right? 4, insurance, bonds, and liabilities. Another critical area is ensuring the contractor is necessary insurance and bonds. General liability and workers' comp. Contractor must carry general liability insurance and, in many cases, workers' compensation insurance. This protects you in the case of accidents, damages, or damages during the project. So I want you to get this. This is an important one. So the fourth video we're going to do, or the third one, when we get into this, I'm going to show you guys how to do a search for workers' compensation to see if the person that you're hiring has workers' compensation. But here's another thing. A lot of contractors are allowed to be workers' comp exempt, but that's only for officers and owners of the company. If that contractor brings one of their employees or workers on your job and doesn't have a workers' comp policy, as a homeowner, you're going to be liable if that person gets hurt. Okay? And the contractor is going to be liable for if that person gets hurt. But in that instance, that uninsured employee gets hurt can sue the homeowner because you did not hire a contractor with proper insurances. And the state has a website to where you can search for these things. So it is a bit of your responsibility to understand these things. It's really the understanding of the contractor to know these things. But if you're hiring an unlicensed contractor that doesn't do continuing ed, has never had to take a test on the laws, the contracting laws in the state, then they're not going to know either. And it could be, and it's not like a situation where they're doing something, they're trying to make a mistake or they're trying to harm you. They just don't know, right? So that's one of the important things about hiring a licensed contractor. Not only have they been verified by the state with background checks, they've been financially verified. Like when I had to go to get my license, I had to do a background explain things on my background. I had to do financial statements, and I had to prove that I was financially responsible with a certain amount of money in the bank. And I also had to take a test on whether or not I know the laws in the state, not to build things, not to do electricity. They care more about how you do you understand how to deal with the public, so you're not going to screw over the public. Okay? So we're going to go over that very important one, the fourth video. All right. Section 5, permits and inspections. Okay, don't forget about permits and inspections now. Many construction projects require permits from local building departments to ensure compliance with state and local codes. Okay? I am a building official, plans examiner, and inspector. Okay, I have those licenses. I work for municipalities. It's not that big a deal. Permits aren't a big scary monster. Every permit that you pull is not going to send, um, an adjuster to your house to check the value of your house. It's not how it works. Now, if you do an addition, yeah, something major like probably a pool, the adjuster's going to come to your house. But don't be afraid of that. Okay, obtaining permits. Your contractor should know how to secure the necessary permits for your project. I'm gonna I'm gonna just say this. So if the contractors don't always know because how to pull the permits, because let me tell you, we've all of the municipalities are different. Yes, they go by the same state rules, but a lot of them require different things to obtain a permit. Like the list of things that are required to be on a drawing for Palm Bay is different than Oviedo, and West Palm is different from the county of Palm Beach County. So it can get a little confusing, but most permits, it's just a CYA. Your insurance loves them. Um, Only a couple $100, if that. Inspections. Regular inspections by local authorities ensure that work is performed safely and up to code. Okay? So that's one important reason why you should be pulling permits, should be getting these things inspected. Okay? It's only the most important asset that most people have is their home, right? So it's more important than your car, but when your car breaks, you take it to an ASE certified mechanic and pay him, basically whatever he wants because you have no choice. But because the contractor market is so convoluted and flooded with so many different people, it's a little tougher, and people think, oh, it's just something simple. Well, it's not. And when things go bad, they go real bad. All right, consumer protections and resolving disputes. Okay, this is why hiring contractors. This is one of the most important things. The reasons why hiring a contractor when things go bad, when things don't go as planned. Okay, when you don't get the outcome that you want. Okay, and same thing with the contractors. When you don't get paid, there's things you need to do, but you can't do if you're not licensed. Because if you don't get paid for doing let's say if I hired someone over to replace my sliding glass door, and he's not licensed, and he does the work, and he doesn't do a piece of trim, so I don't pay him his second 50%. Guess what? There's nothing much he can really do because he's not licensed. Okay? He's breaking the law. So when it goes to court, the judge is going to, you know what I'm saying? He can't even bring it to court because he's going to it's a misdemeanor charge and up to a felony for doing work without a license. So I want you guys to know that. And that's what the point of this video is to adding value. I'm not going to lie. I want to add value to my company. And the way that I do that is getting people to understand what the rules are. So for you contractors out there, if you don't get paid, you're doing licensed work, unlicensed work, guess what? Um, when it gets to court, you're not going to get paid. They're not going to see it. You're not even going to fight. You're not even going to get to court because the homeowner's lawyer is going to say he's doing unlicensed work. Let's get the law involved. And you're going to go, you know what? Maybe I should just forget about it. Forget about that other $5,000. And trust me, I've been in business a long time. $5,000 is a lot of money. Okay. All right. Hey, contractors recovery fund for homeowners. Okay, so contractor recovery fund for homeowners is a state administered program designed to provide financial assistance to homeowners who have experienced losses due to contractor misconduct, such as fraud, breach of contract, or failure to complete work as agreed. The fund aims to help eligible homeowners recover a portion of their financial losses when a licensed contractor does not fulfill their contractual obligations. Okay? So I want you to understand that. There's a fund set up. Okay? And that fund is going to go towards helping cover the portion of the financial losses when a licensed contractor does not fill their contractor obligations. So let me tell you, I've had to deal with this because um, recently, I'm not gonna name any names, but I helped a homeowner. The state contacted me and said, "Hey, we got a situation with this, you know, builder. It was and they did a bunch of work, and they whatever weren't licensed. Can you help them get out there and make sure it gets done?" And I went out there and I helped them make sure it gets done. Um, and it's a pain in the butt because the homeowner wasn't happy. The contractor was, you know, running and hiding because he was doing unlicensed work. Okay. Now, um, for more details and information on eligibility, claim procedures, and how to apply, homeowners should visit the official Florida Department of Business Professional Regulations website or contact their local consumer protection office. So we're going to go over the contractors recovery fund, in video when we get to section 8. All right. So staying informed, okay? Dual account read good. Okay, section 7, staying informed. This is actually 8. Finally, finally, always keep yourself updated with the latest changes. Let me see if my camera's working better. Yay! No, it's not. Um, turn the camera back off. Okay. Keep yourself updated with the latest changes in laws and regulations. Visit the government websites. Ugh, I don't even like the word government. Who's proofreading these things? Government websites. Subscribe to industry newsletters and consider joining a local builders association for the most current information. Okay. So for you homeowners, okay, let me turn my camera back on. Oh, I can't see me. You don't need to worry about joining these associations. What you do need to worry about is hiring contractors and people that are a part of these associations. Okay? Boop, 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 beep, boop. Okay? That's what I'm here for, right? I'm a part of the associations, home builder associations, AIEI, you know, ICC. I'm doing continuing education, so you guys don't have to, right? You go be a doctor, lawyer, teacher, you know, whatever, um, and you know, you let us handle that stuff, okay? And for you contractors, you guys need to be a part of. If you're hiring contractors and they're not a part of anything in the community, they're not a part of these associations. They're just out there doing, it's not bad. There's nothing wrong with that. But just want to let you know there are contractors out there that are a part of the community, that are, um, a part of these industries and a part of these associations because we do care. We're in this for the long haul. Our kids do this. Our parents do this. We have multiple employees, 10, 11 employees that we have to, that work in the community, that we care about and provide health care for. So So don't do these, it's a lot. But however, find the contractors that do these. Okay? Conclusion, that wraps up our quick overview of Florida contracting laws and rules basics. Remember, whether you're a homeowner or a contractor, staying informed and following the law is key to a smooth, successful project. If you found this video helpful, please give us a thumbs up, share it with others, and subscribe for more insights on Florida contracting. Got questions? Drop them in the comments below and we'll get back to you. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Let me see how I could stop this. Oh, that's a very good question. Let's see, baby. Stop.